So in this video, we're going to be discussing the all-new AVH Reaper Hovercraft that's coming to War Tycoon. If you guys didn't know, the next vehicle that's going to be added to War Tycoon is the AVH Reaper, which is this futuristic Cybertruck looking type of hovercraft. It's going to be pretty powerful. The stats that were disclosed is that it's going to have a rocket launcher, it's going to have a grenade launcher, and it's going to have 2 guns, and the main gimmick of the vehicle is that you can swap between the guns mid-combat. Like mid-fight, there's a little spot on the top that you can open up and then switch to a new gun, which seems pretty cool to me, to be honest. It's an interesting feature and it's the first of its kind in the game. Those are the developers' words, not mine, so don't quote me on that as far as the first of its kind goes. But yeah, we've known about this update for quite a few days now, as the developers already announced it, but we got some new content today. That is, they revealed what it looks like in-game. And as you guys can see, it looks pretty promising to me, if I'm being completely honest. It has those launchers just everywhere. It looks pretty sick. So this video is just going to consist on my thoughts on the vehicle itself, how I think it'll change the game, where it'll be in the meta, and things like that. Of course, I'm still pretty new to this game, so don't take my word too seriously, as I still have a lot to learn when it comes to War Tycoon, but I do have some opinions on this vehicle as to what it'll do, how it'll change things. So for one, this vehicle will definitely become the new quintessential hovercraft, right? It'll do what many other vehicles have done. It'll just become the top vehicle in its niche. There will be no other hovercrafts that can compete with this thing. It'll be like the Abrams X of hovercrafts. Even that might be an understatement, because the Abrams X, you can beat it with a Panther, definitely, if you're good enough. But this thing looks like it's on a different level when it comes to hovercrafts. Like, this thing will be meta-defining. And hovercrafts, in my opinion, they're underrated, in all honesty. I think they're an underutilized vehicle. They do definitely have a lot of utility, in my opinion. Like, if you're fresh off of a rebirth, you can go skirt around to an oil barrel, get you some starting cash, or you can stop by your friend's base and steal their crates if you don't got them being shot at. But as I was saying, yeah, this new hovercraft is going to be the best hovercraft in the game, and it'll just drown out every single other hovercraft. I think it's adds onto the issue that War Tycoon in any game ever really has, and that is the issue of power creep. If you don't know what power creep is, basically as a game goes on in its lifespan, people keep adding, or the developers keep adding more and more powerful stuff to the game, because if they don't add more powerful stuff, then the game won't be interesting anymore. It's like, would you guys be excited to play a new update if the new vehicle added was exactly the same as another vehicle? It had no strengths over anything else. It was just like, imagine if War Tycoon hyped up a new update for a month and then it just being a reskinned Abrams. Like, I'm not blaming them, but it is an issue, and to be honest, it's like unsolvable. This also kind of extends into another complaint people have about this thing, and that is that the new Reaper is going to be a fictional vehicle. People are saying that War Tycoon is becoming a lot like Military Tycoon nowadays. When it comes to the spin or the limited vehicles that we have, like the TOS-1, basically the increasing monetization and corporatization and just like fictionality that you see in War Tycoon, people take it as a symbol or indicative that this game is becoming more like Military Tycoon. And honestly, can you really say that they're wrong? Like, rather than adding the Zuber, for example, that huge, enormous hovercraft vehicle, we're getting a fictional Cybertruck X hovercraft baby. I mean, to be honest, maybe the Zuber wouldn't fit too well into this game because of how huge it is, but still, I think there really is credit to that statement that this game is becoming more like Military Tycoon, because it's just, we're adding stuff like that now. And I mean, hey, again, don't take my opinion too seriously. I'm literally fresh into this game, but I'm just going off of what other people say and analyzing it a bit. And yeah, I think they're right, to be honest. With all that said though, I don't think this will be a bad update. I believe we're also getting the C4 and the new Zuber update this Saturday, which sounds pretty interesting to me. I'm definitely gonna be equipping that and flying into people to blow them up. It'll be fun, definitely. I'm excited for it. I am in no way hating on this update. I'm just talking about what people have to say about it and the common sentiments amongst War Tycoon fans. Well, what do you guys think about this update? I'd like to definitely hear your opinions. I don't really know how polarizing hovercraft discussion is in War Tycoon, because nobody really ever uses them, but still I would definitely like to hear you guys' opinions on these precious little vehicles. Look at them go, they're so cute.